I used to think loyalty revealed itself in the smallest gestures. The coffee she'd bring me every morning. The careful way she drove me to work. How her head would rest on my shoulder while we watched TV. Those little things made me believe our marriage was unshakable. Her name was Rachel, and for 8 years, I truly thought we were building something permanent. I worked long night shifts at a logistics company, while she thrived in marketing, a world of bright dresses, loud laughter, and endless after-work gatherings. I told myself it didn't matter. She deserved to enjoy herself while I handled the grind. Then one quiet Tuesday, everything changed. I was fixing a report on my laptop when a notification from our shared cloud popped up. An audio file synced from her phone. I almost ignored it, assuming it was a work note, but curiosity got the better of me. I hit play. First came her laughter, sharp, confident. Then her voice. I could leave him anytime I want. He adores me like a puppy. He's pathetic. A man's voice followed, amused. Then why not trade up? And her laughter again. 43 seconds. That was all it took to dismantle 8 years of my life. At first, disbelief felt safer than anger. Maybe it was a prank, a trick, something taken out of context. But the more I listened, the less space there was for denial. My hands shook. My coffee went cold. Her words looped over and over, etching themselves into memory. That evening, she came home humming, kissed my cheek like nothing had happened, said she'd had a hectic day. I stared at her and realized I didn't recognize the woman before me. For 3 days, I stayed silent, watching her smile, lie, breathe. It all felt like a performance. The world seemed drained of color. Food lost its flavor. Even her old declarations of love echoed cruelly in my mind. By the 4th night, I decided to take action. I copied the audio to my personal drive and quietly began separating everything. Bank accounts, spare keys, important documents. Grief had sharpened me into a careful, methodical state. On Friday evening, she told me she'd be late again, a team dinner. I nodded, wished her a good time, and waited. By 9, I couldn't resist. I drove to the restaurant she mentioned. Through the window, I saw her laughing too freely with a tall man, her hand resting on his wrist. I didn't go in. I watched for 20 minutes, long enough to confirm the truth, short enough to preserve my dignity. At midnight, she stumbled home, smelling of perfume and wine. "You're still up?" she asked. "I've been listening to that recording," I said quietly. Her face flickered for a moment, then smoothed back into practiced innocence. The moment she asked, "What recording?" I knew she already understood. "The one where you said I didn't matter," I answered. Her face went pale. "You're taking it the wrong way. It was just work talk." Work talk about her husband being expendable. For the first time in years, she had no lie ready. Only silence. I'd spent so long apologizing for sins I never committed. "Not anymore. I'm leaving tomorrow," I told her, steady and calm. "The lease goes to you. You and your new audience can figure it out." Her voice shook. "You're really ending everything over one stupid joke." "No," I said. "I'm ending it because you ended it first." She cried the kind of desperate, messy tears that once broke me open. But they didn't touch me this time. I packed a small bag, walked out before sunrise, and didn't turn back. The weeks after were strangely heavy and quiet. Silence felt like both a consequence and a comfort. People at work noticed the weight dropping off me, the exhaustion I tried to hide. I told them I was fine, though nights were still haunted by her voice calling me useless. One day a mutual friend, Jenna, called. She still worked with Rachel. "She's miserable," Jenna said. "Telling everyone you blew things out of proportion." I almost laughed. "Tell her I hope she finds someone who appreciates her jokes." 2 months drifted by. The hurt didn't vanish, but it shifted, less sharp, more thoughtful. I started running at dawn, filling hours that used to revolve around her moods. I learned that silence can mend just as easily as it wounds. Then a message came from her. "Can we talk?" I made a huge mistake. I looked at it for a long moment. The old version of myself would have responded instantly, desperate for answers. But I'd finally realized that closure isn't something another person grants you. It's something you choose. I wrote back one simple sentence. You already said everything you needed to. No rage. No spite. Just clarity. That night, I listened to the recording again, not out of heartbreak, but understanding. Her laughter sounded small now, thin and empty. The same words that once shattered me had become evidence that walking away wasn't defeat. It was survival. Months later, at a charity 5K, I met Claire, a nurse with warm eyes and a real, easy laugh. We talked about coffee and music and places we wanted to visit. She asked why I started running. To start fresh, I said. She smiled. Then you're off to a good start. I don't know where things with her will go, but I've learned something Rachel never understood. Love isn't possession. It's respect. If someone treats you like you're replaceable, they've already lost you. Sometimes the harshest words become the clearest reflection. I once believed I had no value because she said so. Now I know my worth was the one thing she never had the power to change.